morning, Barry. Thank you for coming. Please help yourself to breakfast and honestly sponsored. We read about the Malachim coming to Avraham. They come to Lot. What season of the year was it? So if I ask you the question, what season of the year did they come? You're going to tell me Pesach, because you see the pasuk even says that Lot baked matzahs and he gave it to them. However, according to Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky, it was Sukkot. It was not Pesach, it was Sukkot. And what does he say? Here's what happened. The Malachim come, the angels come to Lot's house, and what does Lot say? And he says to the crowd, the mob wants to get to these angels. They really want to do all kinds of terrible things to them, degenerate things to them. So he says, I have two daughters that never knew a man. So I'll bring them out to you. Do whatever you want. Rock, only these men of God. Don't do anything. They came under the shade of my roof. So Chaim Kanievsky says that they came under the shade of the roof. It's referring to a sukkah. They actually had a sukkah. According to that's Chaim Kanievsky. However, the Chafetz Chaim just advances an incredible idea. Let's analyze. Lot's telling the mob, the people of Sodom, he offers them his two unmarried daughters, so they should do terrible immoral acts with them. So he's not really concerned that they're going to do terrible immoral acts to these angels. He doesn't. That's not part of it. What does he say? They came under the shade of my home. They came under my protection. Since you're under my protection, therefore you can't touch these people. That's the concept of protection. The Chafetz Chaim says that we say to God, whether we deserve it or not, if we come to God's protection of faith, we say, God, you're our protector. We come under your shade. God has to protect us. He's obligated. If we put his trust in him, he has to protect us. And I close with a fantastic idea from Reb Nosson Meir Wachvogel. If you know that Rabbi, who codified the Mishnah, there was a situation one time where a calf was being led to slaughter. It escaped, and it came to Rabbi for protection. The Rabbi said, "Sof behem l'shchita." At the end of the day, an animal is supposed to could be slaughtered, so he didn't protect the animal, and he was afflicted with terrible affliction. And the answer was why. So he says the reason being is that yes, a calf is destined to be slaughtered. However, when it comes to you under your protection, you still got to protect. Whether it's an animal or a person comes under your protection, you got to protect. That's the lesson that we learned from Lot. Lot knew this lesson. He learned from Avram's house. When you come into protective custody, so to speak, that's an important thing. And may we continue to be under the custody of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we taught him. So it's not just sukkahs, it's all year round, this protective shade that God has. We maybe fall under this protection. We need it especially now in these days, all the events that are taking place. Have a wonderful day.